The trailer for Cobra Kai Season 7 doesn't just tease another tournament, it warns us that the fight for honor, friendship, and legacy is about to reach its most dangerous level yet. From the first few seconds, the atmosphere feels heavier, the stakes higher, and the emotions rawer. This isn't the same playful karate rivalry we saw in earlier seasons. This is war, and every kick, every punch, and every glare in the trailer is loaded with tension. The lighting is darker, the music more intense, and every shot feels like it's leading to something explosive. It's the kind of trailer that makes you pause and rewind just to make sure you saw what you think you saw. There are quick flashes of fights that look more brutal than ever before, blood on a lip, a shoulder hitting the mat harder than usual, eyes filled with betrayal. But what really makes this trailer stand out is how it makes you feel the weight of years of history between these characters. Every rival, every mentor, every friend-turned-enemy is carrying scars both physical and emotional, and now they're about to clash one final time. You can almost feel the pressure building, like a storm ready to hit. And just when you think you've got a grasp on whose side, the trailer drops hints that alliances may shatter and enemies may join forces. This is more than just the next season of Cobra Kai. It's the beginning of an all-or-nothing showdown where nothing and no one is safe. Season 6 ended like a pressure cooker about to explode, and Season 7 is ready to blow the lid wide open. The Sekai Taikai invitation wasn't just a tournament opportunity, it was a declaration that the karate battles of the valley had grown far beyond its borders. In the final moments of last season, we saw friendships hanging by a thread. Miguel and Hawk, once inseparable allies, began to feel the pull of competing dreams. Tory walked away from Cobra Kai with her head high, but her heart still torn, and Sam faced the reality that winning in the ring isn't the same as finding peace outside it. Johnny, now more of a mentor than ever, stood caught between the old ways of fighting and the responsibility of guiding his students towards something greater. Daniel, still carrying the weight of Miyagi's teachings, wrestled with the fear that the values he's fought for could be swallowed by the ruthless, win-at-all-cost mentality that Cobra Kai had left behind. And then there's Sensei Kim quiet in her exit from the last season, but her presence lingering like a shadow over everything. The Sekai Taikai means new opponents from around the globe, fighters trained in techniques Johnny, Daniel, and even Chosen have never faced. Season 6 didn't just end with a setup, it left a ticking clock in the background, each second pushing our characters toward a stage they can't back out of. For the first time, the Valley's best aren't just fighting each other, they're fighting for their place in the world's elite. But that also means past grudges, no matter how personal or painful, must be put aside, at least on the surface. Beneath every handshake, there's a history of broken trust. Beneath every bow, there's a question of who will betray who when. The stakes get too high. The emotional fallout from last season is still fresh, and while the tournament looms large, it's the personal battles, loyalty versus ambition, tradition versus change, that will decide who walks away victorious. The trailer makes one thing very clear: what happened in the valley was just the beginning. Now the fight is global, and no one is guaranteed to come home a champion. Asterisk from the very first frame of the trailer, the tension is electric. It opens with a slow-motion shot of a tournament arena unlike anything we've seen before, massive banners from countries all over the world, bright lights cutting through the smoke, and the roar of a crowd that's not just watching for entertainment, but for history. Then the pace quickens, cutting to rapid flashes that demand your attention. Hawk trading brutal blows with a fighter in red gear. Miguel locked in a tense stare-down with a taller, unfamiliar opponent, and Tory delivering a roundhouse kick so sharp it nearly takes her rival off their feet. But it's not just the fights that have people talking. In between these high-energy moments, there are quieter, more unsettling shots. Johnny standing in an empty dojo late at night, gripping his old Cobra Kai headband like it's the last piece of his past he can't let go. Daniel bowing deeply to someone off-screen, his expression a mix of respect and unease. Chosen practicing alone in a dimly lit room, his movements slower, more deliberate, as if preparing for something dangerous. The trailer also drops subtle but game-changing clues. In one blink and you miss it moment, a shadowy figure steps into, frame wearing a black jai with a golden emblem that isn't. Cobra Kai's and fans are already speculating this could be a new dojo leader entering the mix. Another scene shows Sam and Tory in the same training hall, their eyes locked not in anger, but in something more complicated, as if a temporary alliance might be brewing. And then there's the brief shot that has everyone hitting pause. Sensei Kim did, standing alongside two unknown fighters, her smirk telling us she's not done yet. Every clip feels like it's been chosen to spark questions, and every unanswered question pulls you deeper in. It's the kind of trailer that knows exactly how to keep fans talking until the season drops, teasing us with just enough action, emotion, and mystery to make the wait feel impossible. Asterisk, if there's one thing Cobra Kai has mastered over the years, it's the art of making every rivalry feel personal. But in this trailer, those rivalries have evolved into something far more. Unpredictable alliances that no one saw coming and betrayals that could shatter everything. The dojo lines we thought were set in stone are suddenly blurred. In one powerful moment, Miguel and Tory are seen training together, their synchronized movements hinting at a possible truce. For years, their paths have been shaped by misunderstandings, competition, and loyalty to opposing sides. Now, the trailer suggests they may be forced into partnership, not because they trust each other, but because they have a common enemy. Hawk, on the other hand, appears to be facing his own inner battle. A quick shot shows him sparring with a mysterious fighter in black, only to drop his guard at the end, as if recognizing something or someone familiar. Could this be a returning character from earlier seasons? Someone from Hawk's own past who challenges not just his skills but his loyalty? Then there's Johnny and Daniel, whose uneasy alliance has been a heartbeat of the series since they first shook hands. The trailer offers a scene where the two stand side by side, staring out over the Sekai Taikai arena, but the tension between them is palpable. Johnny's face carries that restless energy, the kind that makes you wonder if he's willing to follow Daniel's more disciplined approach or if he'll risk everything to do things his way. Daniel, meanwhile, looks like a man carrying too much, trying to uphold Mr. Miyagi's teachings while adapting to an increasingly aggressive style of competition. The stakes for them aren't just about winning, they're about proving that their way of karate still belongs in a world where flash, speed, and ruthlessness might outshine tradition. The emotional weight of the season isn't only in the battles, it's in the quiet, human moments scattered throughout the trailer. We see Sam standing alone on a beach at sunset, clutching her phone as if waiting for a call that will never come. In another moment, Chosen visits a memorial, bowing his head in respect before walking away with a determined, almost haunted expression. These glimpses hint at deeper storylines, grief, regret, and the decisions that could redefine each character's future, but perhaps the most chilling moment comes in the final seconds of the trailer. The crowd noise fades, replaced by a single heartbeat. The camera pans slowly toward the tournament mat, where two fighters stand facing each other. One is clearly Miguel, his stance ready, but his eyes burning with something beyond competition. The other fighter's face remains hidden in shadow until the very last frame when the light catches, just enough to reveal a smirk that fans of the Karate Kid franchise will instantly recognize. This is no random opponent. This is someone with a legacy tied to both Johnny and Daniel, someone whose return could flip the entire season on its head, and then, as if to twist the knife, the trailer closes with Sensei Kim Dayun's voice echoing over black screen. In this tournament, there are no friends, only the strong. It's a chilling reminder that no matter how many bonds have been formed over the years, the Sekai Taikai will push every fighter to their limit physically, mentally, and morally. Winning isn't just about skill. It's about survival in a world where one wrong move can end everything you've worked for. What makes this all so compelling is that the show has spent years building these relationships, letting us see these characters grow from awkward teenagers and bitter rivals into warriors with layered motivations. Now, every alliance feels fragile, every handshake could hide a knife, and every moment of trust could be the setup for the season's most shocking twist. The trailer doesn't just tease fights, it teases choices. Choices about who to stand with when the pressure mounts, and who to turn against when the stakes are life-changing. If the trailer is any indication, Season 7 won't be content with just delivering high-energy karate battles. It's going to dive into the cost of loyalty, the temptation of power, and the fine line between honor and ambition. We'll see friendships tested to breaking points, enemies forced into unexpected alliances, and characters finally confronting truths they've been running from since the first season. The Valley may have been the birthplace of these rivalries, but the Sekai Taikai is their proving ground. And when the dust settles, the champions who walk away might not be the ones we expect. The way Cobra Kai has set this up, the Sekai Taikai isn't just another tournament, it's the stage for the ultimate showdown of philosophies. Will the heart-driven, honor-bound approach of Miyagi-Do prevail? Will Johnny's scrappy, fight-with-your-gut mentality finally prove its worth? Or will the cold, calculated precision of Sensei Kim's fighters dominate the stage? One thing is certain, the path to victory will be paved with shocking twists, heartbreaking choices, and moments that will leave fans talking for years to come. This trailer doesn't just promise a continuation, it promises a transformation. Every character, every rivalry, and every belief will be tested in ways we've never seen before. And when it's all over, the world of Cobra Kai will never be the same again.